All right, multiplication basics. I'm just going to go over real quick about how to multiply and what everything is so that you have a basic understanding of multiplication if you are struggling with that. So first off, you have two numbers here that you are multiplying to then get an answer. These two numbers, 3 and 4, they're called factors. And so you have two factors that you are multiplying to get the answer. And the answer to a multiplication problem is called the product. So a product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So here we have 3 times 4, which equals 12. So these two factors multiplied equals 12. And so what is multiplication? Multiplication is basically repeated addition. So, for example, here, we have the number 3 repeated over and over. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Because 3 is multiplied by 4, so it's just 4 times that you are adding 3 over and over again. Repeated, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and it equals 12. That is repeated addition. It is the same as this. This is multiplication, this is addition. It's just repeated over. So, why do we not just do repeated addition? Well, because if you get a large number like this, 538, you don't want to write 538 7 times, then you add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, and so forth. Instead, there's an easier way to do it, and it's to multiply. So take a look here. We have already done, the work's already been done, and it's going to show you how we multiply. So first off, you multiply the 7, because it's single digits, 538 multiplied by a single digit, 7 times the ones, and 8's in the ones. So it's 7 times 8 ones, and 7 times 8 equals 56. Okay, so we are done with the ones. Then we move on to the next place value, and that's the tens. So now we say 7 times 3 tens. 7 times 3 tens is like saying, because 3 tens is 10, 20, 30. It's like saying 7 times 30. And 7 times 30 is 210. So we write 210. We are now done with the tens. So we move on to the next place value, which is hundreds. So now we multiply 7 times 5 hundreds, which is 7 times 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And 7 times 500 is 3,500. Once we have all these partial products, we then add it up to get our final answer, which would be the product. And we get 3,766. Okay? Multiplication. Now, I'm going to show you another way to do it, and it's doing it by using this thing called regrouping. Alright? So we could actually add ing, regrouping. I'll do the same colors so that you'll know where I'm at. The first thing we're going to do is 7 times 8. And 7 times 8, obviously we already saw, was 56. So I write the ones, but I carry that 10. 56. I am now done with my ones. So now I go to the tens. And the same thing, I'm going 7 times 3 tens, which is 7 times 30. But I don't have to think 7 times 30 because I already moved over here to the tens. So I just say 7 times 3. And what is 7 times 3? Well, 7 times 3 is 21. And now I carried this 5. So just like you carry with addition, you would carry the 5, and all you do is you add it. So I put that little addition sign. So 7 times 3 is 21, plus 5 is 26. So I have a 6 here. And I carry the 2. Because it would really be, if it was 30 times 7, it'd be, right, 200. So anyways, let's keep it simple and say that it's just 7 times 3, which is 21, plus 5 is 26. Because we're regrouping. Okay, so now we're done in the tens, and now we go to the hundreds. And we multiply 7 times 5, which equals 35, and then we add the 2, so 35, 36, 37. And now, as you can see, we have the same exact answer we have here, and we didn't have to do all this work. We just did the work right here. All right. Double digit, regrouping. So you need to regroup when you do the double digit. Just like we did the double digit with just a single, or just like we did the single digit, we're going to do that same kind of thing right now. So I'm going to say 8 times 2, 16, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1, 7. There's no carry. 5 times 2, 10. I got 1,076. If I multiplied 538 times 2, I should get that number. All right. Now I'm done with the ones in the bottom number. And I'm moving into the tens. And because I'm moving into the tens, I have to put a 0 place value holder right there. Because this is 70 times 8. So I'm actually in the tens, not in the ones. So now let's do that. And we erase this up here because we don't want to get confused. And we do 7 times 8 again. Or as we did before, 56. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 6. Or I'm sorry, 21 plus 5. 26. And then 7 times 5 is 35 plus 2, 37. And then we add up these partial products. 6, 13, 7, 8, 3. We get 38,736. And that is our answer. Questions? Write them down, and I will help you in class. Remember, since this is probably your first video that you're watching, you can pause, rewind, rewatch. Just in case I went a little too fast for you, you can go back, rewatch it again. But if you do have questions, make sure that you ask them in class.